Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad HAKIM from TSL3422, and for today I will be presenting about my digital portfolio for task 1. In this video I will present the collected samples and selected resources on giving instruction, classroom questioning strategies, managing behavior, and giving oral and written feedback in ESL classroom. I will also analyze their relevance to Malaysian classrooms and explain why I select the certain samples as the most suitable. So the first one is giving instructions. So I select one block for this, the most relevant. So the main point of the block, the instructions must be clear, simple, and broken into steps. Use gestures, visuals, and demonstrations to support understanding. The teacher also used sequencing words: first, next, then, and then check the students' understanding using ICQs, which is instructions checking questions. So how does it relevant to Malaysian ESL classroom? Because Malaysian ESL learners have mixed proficiency, so clear and simple step-by-step instructions help low proficiency students to follow tasks. So gestures and visual support students who rely on non-verbal cues due to limited English exposures. Sequencing words match the Malaysian curriculum focus on procedural writing and task comprehensions. ICQs also help teachers ensure understanding in large classrooms, especially in rural schools. So for the second sample on giving instructions, I picked one YouTube videos. So the main point of the video is the teacher models how to give clear, slow, and visually supported instructions, uses pointing, gestures, and demonstrations for clarity, and highlights the importance of getting attention first and monitoring students. So how does it relevant to ESL classrooms in Malaysia? So Malaysian students benefit from visual and physical cues because many struggles with listening comprehensions. So demonstrations reduce dependence on verbal explanation, which suits mixed ability ESL classrooms. So Malaysia's CFR aligned ESL lessons require teachers to model tasks clearly, which this video shows exactly how. So we move on to the second, which is classroom questioning strategies. So I pick one block, which is the main point is effective questioning goes beyond recall. It should promote deep thinking. It introduces methods such as hot questions, Socratic questioning, and hinge point questions, and it encourages giving thinking time and planning questions ahead. So how does it relevant to ESL classrooms in Malaysia is the first one, Malaysia's curriculum emphasizes KBAT and HOTS questions, making this questioning technique directly applicable. Second one is many Malaysian ESL students need time to think in English, which is also called wait time, which is suitable for the students. And the last one is it helps teachers create a student-centered classroom, which Malaysian ESL teaching aims to strengthen. So we move on to the next sample under the classroom questioning strategies, which is a YouTube video on teachers using questioning techniques to engage students. So the main point of the video is this demonstrates a mix of open and closed questions and use wait time to let students think. It can build on student responses to ask deeper questions, and the relevance of it to ESL classrooms in Malaysia is open and closed-ended questions combinations suit mixed proficiency classrooms. For example, for closed-ended question, it's suitable for weaker ESL learners, and for open-ended question, it's for strongest learners to explain and justify. So the wait time helps Malaysian learners process English mentally before answering. It reflects CAFR's communicative approach, where students must explain ideas, not just recall the answers. And then we move on to the next aspect, which is the managing classroom behavior. So the main point of the blocks that I picked, which is from chaos to calm, effective behavior management strategies for the classrooms. It highlights that misbehavior usually has an underlying causes such as boredom, confusion, or unmet emotional needs, not just simply the students being bad. And it suggests using clear routines, consistent rules, calm responses, and praise to guide students back on track. It also emphasizes building positive teacher-student relationships as the foundation for good behavior. So how does it relevant to Malaysian ESL classroom? It is very relevant for multicultural Malaysian classrooms. where learners come from diverse linguistic and social backgrounds with different needs, and strong routines and consistency align well with Malaysian school expectation for structure and discipline. The positive reinforcement is effective for Malaysian students who respond well to encouragement and supportive teacher interaction. Calm, respectful management helps prevent conflicts from escalating, especially in large and mixed ability ESL classes. So the second sample under the managing classroom behavior is a video from Dr. Bill Rogers with the topic managing the difficult class. So the main point of the video, it promotes non-confrontational techniques such as tactical pausing, allowing students time to correct behaviors without embarrassment. It can also avoid confrontational why question instead of the choices, helping students to take responsibility for their actions. It stresses the importance of positive teacher-student relationships and consistent routines to maintain a calm learning environment. So it is relevant to Malaysian ESL classroom because his calm and respectful approach fits well with Malaysian cultural values of politeness and hormat toward teachers, and effective for large ESL classrooms where direct confrontation or raising one's voice can quickly escalate issues. And giving students clear choices encourages autonomy and reduce resistance, especially in mixed ability ESL groups. And strong teacher-student relationships help improve motivation and engagement during English speaking or group activities. And last but not least, the aspect of instructional language is oral and written feedback. So I chose one block which is verbal versus written feedback. So the main point, verbal feedback is immediate, allowing teachers to correct mistakes and guide learners on the spot during activities. So written feedback provides a lasting record, helping students review their mistakes, reflect and improve their writing over time. And effective feedback also in both forms should be specific, constructive and focused on improvement rather than just pointing out errors. So how it is relevant to ESL classroom in Malaysia? It's strongly aligned with Malaysia's PBD, which promotes ongoing meaningful feedback. Instead of exam-focused evaluation, Malaysian ESL teachers commonly use oral feedback in speaking, reading and group tasks, while written feedback supports writing accuracy and revision. Clear, encouraging feedback is important because many students feel shy or anxious when using English. Supportive comments help build their confidence and participation. And the last but not least, the sample under the oral and written feedback is a video of an animation on effective feedback. So the main point of this video is it emphasizes that good feedback must be timely, specific and include clear next steps so students know how to improve. It shows how the feedback loop works. Teacher gives feedbacks and the students act on it, and then teacher follow up to support further progress. It explains the differences between oral and written feedback, including when each type is most effective in the classrooms. So the relevance of it to ESL classrooms in Malaysia is the feedback loop closely supports PBD's focus on continuous assessment, where teachers monitor learning and provide ongoing guidance. It is useful for improving students' writing, speaking and listening skills in CFR-aligned ESL lessons, and Malaysian students benefit from clear and actionable next steps which help them understand exactly what to face and how to progress in English. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.